Hey y'all, welcome back to my channel. My name is Ebony. If you're new here, welcome. There's some glare from my glasses. What the heck? Y'all, I just washed my hair. My hair feels so nice and squeaky clean. And I just wanted to do a chit chat, get ready with me. We haven't done those in a while. I need to braid my hair up because I am going to Portland this week for the very first time. I cannot wait to go. And I just want like a nice quick hairstyle that I can just put on, take out the braids, let them be popping. Okay, you know the vibe. And also I'm going to be doing a short series. I'll put them on YouTube Shorts, and I'm also going to put them on TikTok, but it's going to be a week of no retwist styles. This is one of the first ones in there. Of course, you guys get the full tea over on YouTube. So yeah, let's get into it. Oh, almost forgot to mention, I am going to be using this Briogeo Style and Treat Supreme Shine Strengthening Oil. I actually just did a campaign with them on TikTok. It was about Juneteenth. It was really, really amazing to get this opportunity. And I tried this for the first time and I really, really loved it. And then also amla oil. You know I love me some amla oil. And then I'll be using aloe vera gel and some of this pattern edge control when I get to that point. But this is the style I did in my Cowboy Carter video. I posted a YouTube short with it. So if you were curious on how I was able to achieve that look no further. I have to do like a full video on lock updates because some of my hair, I meant to show y'all a minute ago, but some of my hair definitely needs a freaking trim. Like some of them, I done effed up my damn locks. I'm gonna show you. Here's an example. You see, boneless, boneless. I think it's because a few months ago, I might have like dug in a couple locks to try to get some like buildup or lint out or something. I don't know. But I noticed it on a couple of my locks, and I might as well just either crochet them back or cut them off. I am not so tied to my hair that I would not cut off pieces of it. You know what I mean? Like, it's really not that big of a deal. So we'll see about that. But child, okay? And honestly, if this is my biggest worry, I'll take it. I'll take it, okay? Because I really don't have to worry about much. But yeah. Okay, y'all. So I started doing my regular braid out method before I remembered, wait, no, I didn't do it like that. I did kind of like a cornrow, and I balled up the ends like this. So this is an example of the old way, the new way, okay? And the good thing about the new way is that it'll come out looking like a cute little like long bob based on my length when we're done. So let me go ahead and do this one again, and I'll get to the rest. But y'all, I just figured we should chit chat about life and stuff. I saw this TikTok that I thought was so good. You know how you watch some one time, or like somebody says something and you're like, how did I never think of life this way? Girl, it was a woman who said, don't be the loser in your own story. Girl, okay, let's say that again. Don't be the loser in your own story. And what she meant by that, and mind you, she said she heard it from somewhere else. That's the thing about TikTok. Like, who's the originator of something? Like, it's always a TikTok about somebody heard somebody say. And here I go making a video saying I heard somebody say as well. But basically, it was about life, like your life. And making sure that you don't already, that you're not writing yourself as somebody who's not winning or not getting what you want or not like taking full advantage in your own freaking life. You know, like why would we write ourselves being losers in our own story? Like that is a word. I said, oh, repost. I just feel like that's something people need to hear because there is a bit of a simulation you know, when it comes to life. Of course, we're real people and we're living it, but there's a reason why it's called a game called life. Like, you can make it into whatever you want it to be. You can wake up today and say, you know what? I'm deciding to change my freaking life. Like, you can do that. And I think sometimes because we're too busy living it and going through our own hardships and ordeals, like, because that's not to negate the fact that life be lifing sometimes, okay? But that's not to negate any of that, but it's also to put some like ownership in our court that we can change the things that we see fit to change. You know, like, for example, I have been on my fitness tip this year. I was telling y'all, since turning 30, body is changing, okay? Body is changing, mostly for good, but also there's things I gotta watch out for, okay? I gotta get on that treadmill now, all right? And that's within my power to do. Like, that is very much within my power to do. And for a second there, I was like, oh my gosh, like, you know, I'm not ready for summer. Like, I want to feel XYZ. I can just go and do that. I can go and do that. Like, who's stopping me? Who's stopping me from getting up and going to the gym? Who's stopping me from, when I don't have time to go to the gym, getting on the floor right then and there and doing a challenge? And I think that's what I had to do to make myself be like, okay, this is something that's gonna stick. I was like, not only do I have a gym membership, okay, but I need to know that there are some things that I can do within my power that when I can't go, because my number one excuse sometimes is like, I'm busy. What can I do to make myself not busy or make myself not use that as an excuse? And I started doing this core challenge. I'm gonna send it to y'all, but it's super easy. If you Google like ab challenge, like, you know, they have a 30-day ab challenge, and it's like you start from like 10 to like 15 to 20 to 30, like, and then it goes like all the way up to like almost 200. But because you started slow, it actually like works up real nice and easy. I'm using a little rubber band for the bottom of these. But ew. But yeah, I'm like, okay, period. And now, y'all, all last week I've been at that beach, okay? Because let me not be the loser in my story, okay? Bathing suit on. Exactly what I want. But yeah, it's just like, damn, like, that's so real. Or if you're in a situation where you're like, dang, like, you know, I wish that I did this, but I don't feel like I have enough time. Don't be the loser in your own story. In your own story, dang, you don't have enough time, and that's the reason why you can't achieve something. Like, let's try our best to reframe that, you know? Every now and then, which I want to say like every quarter, I'll be having to like reinvigorate myself with one of these things. Like, it's really easy to get just stuck in your own ways. And so, yeah, it was helpful for me. So if it was helpful for y'all, take that and run with it, okay? Take that and run with it. And also, it's just crazy, like, how fast things can change. Like, one day, nothing's happening, and then next thing you know, you'll look back at your life and you'll be like, dang, I made all these small changes, and at the time, it didn't feel like nothing. But so much has changed, and I feel so different, and my life is so different. Like, it's just crazy how that happens. Yeah. Okay, so I'm cornrowing, and I don't care how many locks are in each piece. Like, I'm just grabbing a chunk. And I know I told you it's going to look neat. It will. It just, in the back especially, it doesn't really matter as much, as long as you just are braiding nicely. And then once I get to the bottom and I don't have a lot, like, you know, all my locks are different lengths, I just try my best to connect as far as I can, while transferring some locks to other spots if I need to. And then I ball it up. And if it looks like I am like staring out into the abyss, I am. Like, I don't have my glasses on. I took them off so that you could see this portion, because that is where my glasses normally sit. But yeah, I don't know how I'm looking. If I don't have my glasses on, there's no telling how I am looking. Like, am I cross-eyed? I don't know. Can't tell. Boom. And here we go. And now I can put them back on. Okay. We have 3 done. And do you see the thickness? There's some thickness going on, okay? But yes, it's gonna look really good. Okay, I'm gonna do the back half and then I'm gonna come back. Also, I feel like I already told you guys this in another video. I was supposed to post a video of my my freaking reset routine and it never went up. Like, don't even ask. I just, you know that thing where you, like, I started feeling like it took me a long time to do, but then I was like, dang, it's less relevant. Like, I don't know, but it must have been in that video. I have been rewatching Living Single. Y'all, that really is my favorite show. Like, it is my favorite show. I just rewatch it and I just get so many new gems from it. And I think they did just such a good job of showing Black professionals in their own right, navigating love and life, and it just still holds up. You know, there's some shows where you watch it back and you like, that does not hold up. Like, I just don't feel the same way about it I did in that moment. This is one of those that holds up, y'all. Like, I'm on the 2nd season in it. What's happening? Max and Kyle are starting to like rekindle. Also, I have to say, oh my gosh, rewatching it, there is an episode where Sinclair, which is like the fun-loving, kind of like, she's not dumb, but just like, I don't know, how would y'all describe Sinclair? But she is gonna like go there with Overton for the first time. Like, they haven't had sex in their relationship, and the way that they handle that episode is done so well because the time is still not right, even though that the episode's supposed to be about that, and they decide that they're just gonna take their time with it, you know what I mean? And I just was like, it's just nice to watch things like that as well. Like, there's so much love and that love and care for the both of them, and Overton has so much love and care for her, especially, that he wants to make sure that, like, I don't need none of that, you know what I mean? Like, as long as I am with you and as long as you feel comfortable, that is the first thing on my mind. And it's just nice that we have different stories sometimes, like different stories, and even in the show that each of the women felt differently about it too. Like, you know what I mean? Like, some of them are like, oh my gosh, like, what the heck? How have you not done this yet? And then you have like Khadijah, Queen Latifah, being like, don't listen to them. Like, take your time. You know what I mean? So it's just like, I just love different stories. I feel like the issue with TV these days is, among a bunch of things, y'all, I could go on this tangent forever. Like, I really could. But I think we don't get enough episodes anymore with the streaming days. You get like 8 to 10 episodes max, sometimes 7, to tell a full story. And because we don't get enough episodes, we don't get enough diversity in stories being told. To me, like, with the same group of characters, you know, it's always one A story, maybe a B or C story, but it's not given enough time and love and care and attention to really like be developed. I remember watching Insecure, and mind you, I love Insecure down, okay? Like, I love Insecure down. But I just feel like, you know, with that layout of just however many episodes you get, there's only so much time to finish some of these stories. So like, there's some threads I wish they got a chance to pick up and like really delve into. There's some relationships I wish we got to see a little bit more of. But you only got so much, you know, you only got this many episodes ordered. So I don't get to deep dive on what's going on with this girl's postpartum, and I don't get to deep dive on, you know, there's just so much. There's just so much. Like, we didn't get to see like Molly and Issa really reconcile by the last season. It's like they just became cool again. Like, that bothered the hell out of me. But it's nice when you go back to shows like Living Single, where they get 25 episodes to tell a full story, and they take their time with it, and it just feels like they just got a chance to say everything they needed to say until the end, girl, because y'all know the end of the season, it's like, damn, what happened? But I just really like what they do with giving the relationships room to breathe, and Overton and Sinclair is a great example of that. Max and Kyle are a great example of that. Like, Scooter, like, it's just like, yes. I love that show. Okay, so I'm going into the back. Yes, my glasses are off again. Why did I take them off? I don't know. Like, what the hell? What's going on? What? Okay, so now we've made it to the top of my head. This is the part that I'm like really precious about, right? Because I want to be able to wear this out and about. I want to look put together. I want my braids to be snatched in a way that I can just like wear them. And so I gotta make sure I get this right. I like to do, this is a lot of hair right here, so I'm gonna make them into more than one braid. I'm gonna put most of the braids here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Why'd that take me so long to count? What the heck? And I'm gonna make sure to put the gel on the edge like I was already doing, and make sure to use a gel that you do not think is going to like have too much buildup. I'm using Pattern right now. I did not use Pattern the last time I did this, but I used Baskin Lather, I think, but I think Pattern is actually good for less buildup as well. And let's just hope it holds. The one thing for Pattern for me is that I feel the need to add more later on for hold purposes. So I'm really about to snatch this. Not too tight though, but we're snatching it up at the top. And now I'm going to just braid on down. And you see, look at this one. You see the one that I showed y'all? Look at it just bending all crazy. Oh my gosh, I gotta fix these bad. Okay, just like that. Boom. And we're gonna do the same to the other side. Oh. This piece still needs a good little helping of gel too, since that would be the top of my head. I really love using aloe vera gel mostly because it leaves no buildup whatsoever, and it really does lay down my hair. After this, I'm gonna put a scarf on to really just make everything sit really nicely. But oh, wait a minute. What the heck, y'all? Y'all, I need to fix that. I need to fix the back. Hold on. But yeah, I really love using aloe vera gel. And once I put this scarf on for a second, just you wait. Just you wait, okay? And there you have it. Hair is done. I redid some because my rubber bands popped. I mean, they must be old. I've like literally had the same rubber bands for the last 3 years since when I first became locked. But here we go. Boom. And what I'm gonna do is, just for about like a few minutes, I put a scarf on, and now I've been like out and about. I had to go pick up some new shoes, y'all, and all this stuff. Oh, I'll show you later. I haven't even tried them on, but I know they're about to be cute. Okay, so, yeah, this is it. Oh, this is what I was gonna say. Make sure to put your scarf on for a little bit longer. They will really like marinate in the scarf and be super cute the next day. I love to tuck it behind my ear like this. Here's what it looks like without it tucked. You know, you can do one side tucked, one side not. And then boom, you have a cute little look. What I did in my video is I beat my face just a little bit, and then I went out. I went to the sacred event. So yes, okay, if you are looking for another little new something to do in the meantime, in between time, that gives you a nice cute little cutesy vibe, here it is. If you do this style, let me know, tag me, okay? And I'll see you in the next one. Bye.